Hello and welcome to assignment 3. So assignment 3 is going to be about managing conflicts. So once again, I've linked you to the Open Education textbook, and here you can have a look. It's actually going to send you to multicultural teams. The reason is because they talked about conflict quite regularly throughout this chapter, and it's really quite interesting to see how they what they say about conflict and what a manager's responsibility to resolving conflict is. But as usual, you can and you should source this textbook. But I'm also going to be looking for 2 more sources, so 3 total. And you will be making a animated video about it. So here the topic is going to be how to manage conflicts and the effects of change on people under the authority of a manager, so including human resource management. You should be looking to answer some questions of, what are ways to resolve conflict in the workplace? What are the harms of having conflict in the workplace? What are the benefits of having a workplace that is conflict-free or close to it? And what is the manager's obligation or responsibility and the human resource requirements? So try to take an approach. You don't need to answer all of those questions, but you should definitely expand on at least one of them, if not a couple of them. But let's say you find a really interesting article all about, some follow-up sources, all about the best ways to create a conflict-free work environment. You could totally spend your 3 to 5 minutes in your animated video just talking about that topic. If you have some great sources and you can really, do it in an interesting way. So again, I know a lot of you probably have never used animated videos or made them. I like to use Powtoon, so I've opened it up here. I've used it in the past for some of my own assignments. And once you are finished and you hit you're complete, you can manage your exports. You can upload your movie directly to YouTube, and it's totally free. So it's really easy to share. You don't need to send me your login details or anything like that. You can finish it, export it to YouTube. Now one thing about Powtoon is it does require you to pay if you have your video over 3 minutes. So you can either A, shoot for exactly 3 minutes, which is totally within your technical specifications, or you can make a second video called part 2, and you can upload them and send me 2 links. I don't expect you to pay for this service if you don't want to, but there are ways around it to make it work, and I'm not going to take marks off for that. Once you're in, so if I hit edit, you see that it's really quite simple. So you can break it down into a certain amount of seconds. So each screen, you can increase or decrease. So if I want to make this screen 10, 12 seconds, I can do that. So depending on what I want to do. Here, I can add in, I can time it. So if I click it here, then now I have this time. So there's 12 seconds. I can have things pop up on second 6. So it's really quite just that and same thing. So, as you press play, things can pop up. You can make it interesting, engaging. It's really quite great to play around with it. It's almost like building a really interesting PowerPoint that just has a little more than just the words on the page. So that's sort of, once you get into it, you'll see. So you're going to want to kind of have a plan, maybe write down what you expect to say and what you want to communicate. I would recommend building it in PowerPoint first, just sort of, even just for the text, so you know what the most important part is, or what's the least important, and then working your way backwards. That would be the best way to save you the most time. Then, if you want to type, if you want to write over it, you can. If you want, you can even record your own audio. You can hit the add voiceover, and you can record it right there. So here I'm now recording in 30 seconds. If I were to save this, I'm now recording voice for the video as well as, right now in this video. So if I can play it, I'm now recording voice. And it's that easy. So you can actually just talk over your slides. You can add characters. You can do whatever you like, or you can just have text come up as it goes along the bottom. So I think once you get started with Powtoon, you realize it's not so easy. If you come in organized and know what you want to say and how you want to structure it, it's a lot more simple. Of course, I do believe you can sort of use some templates, things like that. Just be ready. So let's say if you were talking about conflict I've just grabbed some sports here. So, I've put in sports. So if you're talking about conflict in the workplace, well, then I probably wouldn't expect to see, this guy in the middle jumping around, because, that might not look like a workplace. So, of course, if you're using a template or if you're using different characters, you're going to want to make it look and feel like what you're talking about. That's sort of what I'll be looking for, so it makes sense, basically. Okay, and then just like I showed you, can drag and drop. It's just that easy. You can spin, you can make things wider. It's really quite simple, quite easy. It does take a little bit of time, but once you get the hang of it, you'll be cruising through it. So that should kind of give you a little bit of direction in how to do this. So once you sort of plan out how you want to solve the assignment, you can jump into Powtoon, you can upload it directly to YouTube, and as always, if you do say something, I would love to see you just add text in here. So you can just pop in some text in the background, and you can add in some text in the background, and you can right here, and you can just, as it comes up, you can just even type in the source right at the bottom. But do keep a track of your sources using the Word document, kind of like I showed you in Assignment 1 video, so that way you can add that into your document as well. But this is a pretty interactive platform. You should be able to do a lot with it. You should be able to source as you go, and I look forward to seeing it with what you come up with. All right, everyone, have a great day and good luck. As always, reach out to me by email, and I'm happy to set up a time to talk to you and see where you're at and review your work. Bye-bye.